So complexity, the world is becoming more and more complex place to work in, to find your niche in. Ambiguity, something, different kinds of knowledge and cultural norms and changing social norms. So ambiguity is so that makes it a very, very VUCA world. Yeah. So how do we deal with the VUCA world? What is a uh, I mean, how people are, obviously VUCA has been there last 5-7 years. It has heightened its presence. So how do we deal with the VUCA world? Having a shared purpose, yeah. So in the we have seen that teamwork is one of the top skills in management schools today. Also, we teach teamwork, doing things in collaboration, and they have a shared purpose. So all campuses across the world, wherever management classes are running, they all fundamentally they encourage collaborative work. And then in today's world, learning agility, we are all over uh, mm, we are over exposed to knowledge, and the way knowledge is changing, almost the frequency of knowledge change has become much higher now. And so there has to be in the future, whenever for all people who want to make careers, the first thing that they have to learn is learning agility, and they have to be lifelong learners. Yeah. Self-awareness, more and more the emotional intelligence component of human behavior is becoming very, very important to succeed in today's VUCA world. Collaboration and influence, confidence to lead uncertainty, confidence to handle uncertainty is also one of the biggest abilities to deal with, to have in a VUCA world. So what does VUCA world, one of the key outcomes of a VUCA world is innovation. Now, when pandemic happened, because there was so much of research and development happening in university campuses in Europe and in UK, they were able to come out with a vaccine very, very quickly. Yeah. So that was because innovation is embedded, and we are all working towards finding innovative solutions. So innovation, VUCA makes innovation very imperative, and research, that is why focus, pandemic has also refocused our energies towards research, and more research into the future. And that is why VUCA also says that there will be more and more jobs will come up in the research field. It is no more enough to have just a master's degree. A PhD will become the new norm in very, very near future. Yeah. So if we are peeping into the future, the key drivers obviously are technology, digitalization, and sustainability, as we have seen earlier. And there are some fastest growing roles, which will be AI and machine learning specialists, sustainability specialists, business intelligence, and information security analysts. And that is why cyber courses in cybersecurity, we run a program in digital technologies in cybersecurity, which is our top selling program, and students are able to find work even after the higher national diploma they finish. So cybersecurity is becoming one of the protecting your data. There were so many cybersecurity breaches that happened very recently. Big companies were held, they were held in compromising positions because their data was breached. So declining roles in the coming future, declining roles, secretarial jobs, clerical, most of it will be taken over by automation and digitalization. Services, data entry clerks, no more required. Today, when we go anywhere, we just scan our phone and we are able to give our data to wherever it's required. So now no more required for data entry, and so AI is one of the basis of all this technological change that is going to happen, and it is changing our world for better. It was already coming, so it will create almost 133 million more engaging jobs. And while it make half of them will go, 75 million will go away, and statistics says that 133 million more jobs will be coming in because of artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence has uh, not only in the way we do business, but also it is bringing cultures together. It is bridging social and cultural divides. Yeah, language tools are there. Yeah, so artificial intelligence will also transform the way governments work. There's a country like India where 1.2 billion population. There are countries like China, again with billion plus population. So large, some of the highest populated countries are also some of the biggest countries in the world, and a lot of efficiency will come in bureaucracy, and people will be able to governments will be able to manage their people much better. One of the biggest applications in artificial intelligence, which is very positive for the upcoming generations, is the way healthcare is delivered. And artificial intelligence has the potential to make healthcare far more accessible and affordable. Healthcare is one of the areas where a lot of automation and advent of artificial intelligence will come. Then in today's world, we are seeing that a lot of artificial intelligence can create a digital world to a level. It can conceptualize, it can create the graphics for almost as fast as we can think, any human mind can think. Creating art is artificial intelligence might come a big way in this. So we have large scale job growth expectation coming with the advent of technology, and major sectors will be education, agriculture, digital commerce, and there is for more than 4 million digitally enabled roles will come in. Now, social media, as we spoke earlier also, that social media, 270 billion US dollars in 2023, and in 2024 surpassing $300 billion mark. So a lot of jobs will come in the digital marketing area, social marketing area. Climate crisis, one of the biggest threats to mankind and to Earth is the climate crisis that we are currently facing. And the climate change is forcing us to look at green careers. Yeah, green careers. A lot of there will be a lot of metrics involved in the SCG and the environmental section, and a lot of jobs will come up in the environmental sector. So these are some of the jobs which might come up in the green careers. You can pick up a green career. Now, what are the career choices in the top 5 domains? Yeah, the most important domains: problem solving and critical thinking will become one of the biggest skill sets. So we will see that a lot of there are more than 7 to 8 billion people, the population of the world, and there is a lot of data. which will be crunched. So a lot of data scientists, because constantly looking at the VUCA state of the world, we will need a lot of foresights into the future, and that will come when a lot of data is crunched. So data sciences will become is going to become one of the biggest areas of work, and data scientists, so people with research abilities, people with PhDs are going to be much in demand. It is not that PhDs will be only employed in the education sector, but big companies like LinkedIn, like Netflix, they are all employing data scientists to understand the consumer behaviors better, to make the products that they are offering much better. So mostly the biggest areas of work in the coming years will be computer science, engineering, mathematics will become a very big ability, mathematical and logical reasoning, economics also, because we are seeing that to balance out, to make the daily work life better, to look at the socioeconomic statuses across the world. So all those disciplines with strong data and computational focus will become much in vogue. So typically, you have a lot of artificial intelligence driven jobs like machine learning engineer, AI research scientist, robotic scientist, business intelligence developer, and so on and so forth. One of the key skill sets of the future is emotional intelligence and empathy, active listening, leadership, social influence. These are some of the components of emotional intelligence, which are going to be a huge requirement in the present world, where and so programs in psychology, people with psychology degrees will be much in demand. There will be career choices, a lot of them with degree psychology degrees. And we have seen that how social media spend is increasing on a on a year-on-year basis. So there will be a lot of jobs in the digital and the social media marketing. So one major trend which is slowly creeping in, it has already from 2020 it has already shown itself up, that is the gig economy. Now, gig economy, what is the gig economy? Gig economy is when people are choosing to do more freelancing work. So freelancing, if you see that if you have a degree in, say, animation, so you don't need to go to any office, you can do your work from home and submit it, and you can get the remuneration for that. So the demand for gig workers in the manufacturing and field services also is rising up. So a lot of support services and corporate staff will be gig as per need. As per need, they will be hired and they will be compensated accordingly. So the 58%, more than half of the gig economy is in the area of transportation. So gig economy is something which is going to reach 500 billion in gross revenue within 5 years, in the coming very near future. And a third of the world's workforce, there is an increasing trend towards creating a work-life balance by working from home or having a flexible working hours. So it's projected by 2027, 86.5 million people will be in the gig economy in US, and that will make more than 50% of the total workforce. So gig economy is also an outcome of the VUCA world that we are so fast moving into. And so therefore, for the coming for the coming generations, or coming for 5 to 10 years, new type of skill sets are required, which are more adept to dealing with the workplace requirements of the coming future. So new age skill sets, we can say, or someone who's a problem solver, so mathematics using logical reasoning. Then someone who is able to identify the black swan. Re-engineer yourself, being a lifelong learner, so education, more and more of it. Someone who is able to leverage networks, so ability to form high quality relationships that are mutually rewarding. Communication skills, again, very big skill set required for the coming future. And again, data is the new oil, and insights from data scientists. A lot of work in the which will become very satisfying is volunteering work. So to keep your emotional balance in this VUCA world, volunteering might become a choice. And so all these skill sets are hugely they are creeping into the course curriculums also across the world, in the classrooms, and more and more focus is becoming that side. So let us have a small look into the Dubai skill demand. And what we see in Dubai, mostly ICT technical support jobs are increasing. Public sector vacancies, a lot of them in cybersecurity, highest vacant positions now at 30%. The big four also are recruiting heavily into cybersecurity, software and applications. And then ICT infrastructure is also high in demand. We look at the private sector vacancies, mostly software and applications, ICT. So more and more people who are more with the technical and the computational skills are in requirement. As you can see, again, public sector vacancies more in cybersecurity, software applications, ICT governance and planning, infrastructure and operations, data and artificial intelligence. Then we have digital marketing, which is coming at the bottom of the graph, but mostly it is about software and application. Cybersecurity is ranked as the highest vacant positions at 30%. Comparative of private and public sector, more or less it looks the same, but in public sector, work experience is more required. Private sector, academic qualifications, more emphasis on that. Then we have time taken to recruit the skills. So it is the positions are filled in less than 6 months, and so 30% of the positions being filled in less than 1 month. So agility and networking is very important. Public sector, more or less the same statistics, but it takes at least a little bit more time for recruitment in the public sector. Then future of skills demand, again, one important statistic which is coming out is 70% of the opportunities will be for senior level and 30% for the entry level. So all students graduating from any of the educational institutions in UAE will have a very good chance of getting a job here in UAE and start their careers. So public sector, again, higher growth expectations in the future. Those jobs which are in software and applications, data and artificial intelligence and cybersecurity, again the name comes up. So growth of skills, again, in Um, Okay, so again and again, the same statistic is coming up that a steady growth of ICT skills is required, is predicted for by the employers for the future. So same for public sector also, 10 to 16%, where 60% very high variance. So the relation between the education, so what are the chances if you graduate from any of the private sector or public sector universities, the engagement between the educational institutions and the industry is becoming higher and higher, and they have good connections. And here at GBS Dubai also, we have a very proficient industry placement cell which engages with the industry, and a lot of connection networking opportunities are created. So internship offers very high, and that is the topmost activity in the engagement. Public sector also internship offers. Then um, so with that, I come to an end of my presentation. But these are the programs that we are currently running in GBS. That is digital technologies, starting from level 3 IT. Then we have cybersecurity, higher national diploma, artificial intelligence, again higher national diploma, 2 years, business level 3, and HND, 2 years high national diploma. Then construction management, construction project management, healthcare management, and we are running a diploma in education training. So these are some of the programs which are very futuristic, which we are currently running in GBS Dubai. And I will be these are some of our group companies. We have Schiller International University, we have MLA College, Ecole de Management, we have GBS in Malta, we have APAC in Australia. So these are some of our group institutions. And that brings me to the end of my presentation, and I will be happy to take any questions that the audience may have. So please type your question in the chat box, and I'll be happy to answer, along with our head of admissions, Mr. Amro, regarding any eligibility criteria for our programs. So I'm looking forward for the questions. Let's see.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, hi, Amro is here.
Yes, hello, doctor.
Amro
If you
can,
have any
yeah.
questions,
So what's that?
no, I'm saying to the audience, if you have any questions, please feel
Yeah,
free to
any
ask. We'll be
questions?
very happy.
Yeah, we will be very happy. Meanwhile, Amro, you can take them through the eligibility criteria for our programs. Admissions are currently open for our June intake, and we are offering a 50% scholarship for the June and the September intake. So please send in your documents, reach out to us at inquiry@gbs.ac.ae, and we'll be happy to respond to you. So Amro, you have anything to say on the admissions?
Say yes, of course,
Yeah.
doctor. So our admissions is actually very simple. So all what we need is your latest educational background or latest educational qualification, along obviously with your identification documents to know who you are. And then following that, our admissions committee will receive the documents. We will evaluate it. We'll definitely get back to you with your eligibility or what is missing. So it's as simple as that. We'll be very happy to see you on campus, that's for sure. As well as if you have any questions at the moment, we'll be very happy to answer them.
Yeah. So any questions that you can see, Amro, we'll be happy to answer. The way the job market is changing, a lot of careers, new skill sets. So anything on that, I'll be happy to answer. So we have periodic open days, yeah, Amro. So when is our
Yes.
next upcoming open day?
Next open day.
Hmm.
So basically, our
So
next open day is basically today. We have an open day from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and
okay,
it's either on a weekly basis or a bi-weekly basis as well, which usually is held on a Saturday between 2 o'clock to 5 p.m. Basically on that day, and
yeah,
our
and
next
you
open
can.
day would be on the 4th of May.
That is very good information. And anyone who wishes to come and see the campus, come and meet our faculty, meet our head of admissions, please do come and visit us during the open day. We are also open from Monday to Friday, all days 9 to 5:30, 9 to 6. Our staff is there at the campus to help you with your applications and any queries that you may have. So we have pathways and articulation agreements with all our group companies, group universities like Schiller and EMA in Europe and US, and then our partner companies, partner universities in like Oxford Brookes in UK. So you can know more about it once you reach out to us. You can send us an email on inquiry@gbs.ac and .ae. Yeah. And
Thank you
any
so much,
other
Doctor, for your
questions? Yeah.
time.
Thank you.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Doctor, for your time. It was a fabulous presentation. Honestly, I got very informative information that I've never knew before. So thank you so much for your time, Doctor.
It was my pleasure, and I would have been very happy to see any questions if they were coming in. I would be happy to answer, but you can still write to me at my email ID, which is kshukla@gbs.ac.ae. Please feel free to reach out to me or come to the campus and meet us. Thank you so much, Amro. If there are no questions, then we will close the webinar, and all the participants will get a recording of the webinar. If you want to refer to the any of the statistics that were given in the presentation, you can see and revisit, and you can know more. I hope this webinar helps you to make the right choice of your in whatever you are studying, and make the right degree choice, because right now most of the exams are over and the results are awaited. So I'm sure all students are at a stage of choosing their degree programs. Yeah, I wish each one of you all the very best, and we will. Oh, there is a question, I think. uh, okay, is there any question? No. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, and we will now close. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shukla, for your time once again.